So now if the eye and the head, all symbolic of what? The intellect, seat of consciousness, that of awareness, that of insight, that of the seat of knowledge. And then we have the gamel. This letter is a beautiful letter. It's a construction of the vav and also the kaf. The kaf is that of the hand, that which molds and that which secure. And this letter in itself is like a shepherd with its reed, with its hook, that pulls and push, that protects, that guard, that keeps out and keep in all that which is necessary for life. Ariel, which speaks about the foreskin of the penis. So no longer we have the foreskin of the penis. What we have the what? Bare head of the penis. The bare head. Why the bare head? Beautiful something. Why the bare head? You know why we have the bare head of the penis? Man lost their glow. What was the glow of man? Who can tell me the glow of man? What's the glow of man? Red. When you look up that Hebrew word, Adam, you're going to see, well, all the lexicon and the syntax tell you ruddy red, reddish, grung, bloodshot. You could be walking at it blood red, and it draws your big head to the little head. The big head now is in control of the little head. The big head is now being controlled by the little head. Because we ain't thinking with this big head, because the little head rise to the occasion. Young men, you find when they're small, the penis will just rise like this, unprovoked. Why is that? We are not taught how to teach our young men. The mother, well, most mother, and when the young boy see penis rise like that, he touches it. Stop it! Don't touch that, nasty! Don't do that! What happened to you? Don't touch that! He didn't even do anything. Sometimes he might be just there playing around, and he see it rise, and he started right in front of everybody, playing with it. Now he started getting instruction. Don't touch it. You have nothing to do with that. But who is passing it on? It's on him. So now what he get? He get the instruction, don't do it publicly. Go privately. Because nobody knows how to teach you how to deal with this penis. So now who's going to teach him? Who's going to teach him? The devil sits on our shoulder, as it were. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9 said, the heart of man is depraved and evil and wicked. A blank slate, young man, young boys. The mind waiting for the otiyot, the writings, the letters of the Tanakh, the Holy Scripture to be penned. David said in Psalms 119 and verse 11, he said, thy word have I hid in my heart that I will not sin before thee. When sin begins, at the age of accountability and consciousness and of awareness, is when you find the penis start to do some acrobats in our lives. But nobody, your daddy never told you about your penis. Mommy don't know. So she said, don't do that. Because mommy was always the one to actually give that kind of guidance. But what Yahweh said in his word, in the fullness of time he sent forth his son. Based upon philosophy with Aristotle and Plato and Descartes and all these great minds who dealt with the philosophy, the philosophical idea and abstract and concept of man, which goes back to the basis of man. The ish, when God made man and he took Eve out of Adam, he took Ishe out of Ish. So now you have Ish and Ishe. You have Ish and Ishe. You have male and female. Man, woman. But look at something. When you look at the name of God, Yod He Vav He. You see, a Yod He Vav He. When you look at man, the male, you see, Aleph, Yod, Shin. When you look at the female, you see Aleph, Shin, He. So what do you find happening? You're seeing the essence of God in man, the essence of God in the woman. Now that's speaking volume. So now in every person, there is a degree of God. But could we reject the function of the Yod? Could we operate without the Yod? Yes. As we learned before, Dam is the material aspect of our being. And when Yahweh, the term for this holomorphism, that term is the merger of the psyche, the roha, or the breath of God with the earth, the inanimate object that became a living soul. So now we are dualistic. In some school of thought, in theology, we heard mind, body, and soul, and three parts, but mind, body, and soul. Body, mind, and soul is interchangeably and is actually one in itself, but we use the word, we say mind, body, soul, and we try to say, well, it's three different parts. No, it's basically two. Yahweh said, and he breathed into man, and man became a living soul. Matter and spiritual, the tangible and the intangible. So now when we see this, we know that man could reject Yahweh and live. We know that the woman could reject Yahweh and live. And when they reject Yahweh, the Hebrew word for the rejection of Yahweh, Ishin. Ish. What is Ish? Ish is fire. And what we have going on in the world today? A lot of people say, I don't need Jesus, I don't need God. Man by themselves, hey, I'm my own God, I'm my own man. What sort of life you live? A fiery life. Watch all those young artists. Have all the monies, have all the pump, all the glamour. What their life is? Fire. The woman also. And now a man and a woman get together, deny the Yod and the He. What you have? Double fire. Double fire. What you have? Continual divorce, continual interruption, evil children. You have the continual degrading of society. Because why? We take God out of our lives. We are not teaching our young men how to understand their erection, their penis. An erection is the most beautiful thing a man could ever have. Oh Lord, I wish I had a son, and I see that erection, and I say, son, Lord Jesus, there is a man. Because I know the Lord is talking to him. Because every time your penis rises like this, you got to do so. Yes, Lord. And from the time you lift your hand, because this is what this letter is. This letter in the ancient, the paleontology, in paleontology, this letter, the He, there's the symbol for it. And it's symbolic of a man lifting his hand like this. In adoration, in awe, in wonder of the Creator. That is what the He is. And the He in itself, in its construction, is a Dalet and a Yod. A Dalet and a Yod. A Dalet is symbolic of the door. It's symbolic of a door that allows you pathway in and out. We're looking at two realms. We're looking at the supernatural and we're looking at the natural. Who made all things? God. The seen and the unseen. We know in Colossians, we know in Thessalonians, we know that God, the invisible things, all things were made by him, seen and unseen. There is nothing that was created that was made only from him. And we see now the pathway is through who? The woman. And where the yod is? The yod is in the hair. But all the ideas, all the thinking, all this astute way of how men always seeking knowledge and seeking to aspire and to acquire and always that pioneer spirit and going out there and conquering, all come from the verb. The verb is that spiritual aspect or that loftiness of our very possession. This is why we could get very haughty in ourselves and say, I did that. I don't need you. I am God. God? Have you ever seen God? All because of the idea of our very essence. So now you find out this idea. Now for the idea is to be concrete or for it to be real, it must pass through the door. Where is the door? In the woman. But does that mean the woman is greater than the man? If there is no idea, is the door needed? No. There's a beautiful balance, a beautiful blend, a beautiful expression of the divine creator of the Adam, from the Adamah. So now when we look at this beautiful symphonic glow, we go back now to the penis. Why the penis and this redness looking up? And we even look at something. When you're a young man, he's young. His penis doesn't stand up like this, you know. It stands up like this. It hit the belly, the navel. Because the blood flowing strong. It hit it, it kicking up the navel. And he watching it, he like it. He like it that he doing it so, and he play with it. I'm telling you, I did it. Everybody. I did it because I was fascinated with it. And if you tell me don't, you know what I will do? I will do. Don't tell me don't without an explanation. I want to know. So you know what? Going all my life without having the understanding, certain adversities in my life came along and pressed me into an environment where I seek truth. I'm driven by truth. I'm driven by the truth of the reality of who I am. And this led me back to the writings of Holy Writ, which the Creator spoke. He said, Barish, he had Elohim in the beginning at Aleph Tav, which is the first and the last letters of the alphabet, 22 letters, and all the other letters in between. So, in the Jewish culture and in Jewish tradition, and they teach that the alphabet is the DNA of all creation. And when you look at the analysis of the four structure of our being, earth, water, wind, and fire, all those things, all those have a construction of chemical composition.